What's happening live, folks? It's Randolph Terrence.
I'm Andy Klein.
Welcome to Three Guys On. We may have a third tonight. We may not. If you know, you've been with us for a long time, you know why we call ourselves Three Guys On, even though you only see two of us here. You know we've had a revolving cast of thirds over the years. You know everything. If you don't, ask one of the, go in the chat and ask. Somebody will explain it to you. By the way, we're on YouTube live right now, so go right down there. Maybe it's over there. I don't know if it's over there or if it's over there.
I think it's the first one.
Somewhere over there. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Punch it, do it, like, subscribe. And come behind the paywall with us over on anywhere you get your podcasts. Three Guys On Patreon. We're on Come Behind the Paywall. That's our Patreon page. You can check us out on Spotify or anywhere else. But our Patreon is a lot of stuff behind the Patreon wall. So come on behind the wall.
Most of our stuff is behind the Patreon wall.
Yeah.
Come on behind the Patreon wall.
We'll try to be here for about an hour tonight with y'all. Trying to kick it with y'all. I don't know what's happening with y'all, but if you're a listener, you know my daughter's about to go away to college. And she has been texting with her potentially new roommate. Not the potential. The person who's going to be her roommate.
Oh, they already like paired them up together? Like
Yeah.
Okay.
So they have been texting back and forth because that's how the kids do it nowadays. They don't call each other, just text.
Have they been FaceTiming too, or
I don't think they FaceTimed yet. They sent each other pictures. They sent pictures of their pets, and she's a little black girl. I'm pleased with that.
So when does school start? Like
next month?
Like the middle of August? Mid-August?
August 19th. I think she has to report.
Okay.
I report like she's in the military.
Report for duty?
Yeah. We got to move her in.
Right.
So trying to see if we can get them together, but the girl lives out in Stafford, so.
Oh, so but she's local then too, sort of semi-local.
I agree with you, Trey. Probably shouldn't say that, but hey. I agree with you, Trey.
I don't know about that. Trey said thank God for that she's black.
I was pretty pleased with that.
I think people need to be exposed to all different kinds of people.
Yeah. She is. she is. They're both art majors. This girl's a smarty pants. She's majoring in both art and biology.
Okay. I mean, a lot of freshmen do that.
Yeah. That usually gets beaten out of them pretty quick.
Yeah, that's the ambitious freshman. Why not?
Yeah. So, I'm pleased. Against two little light-skinned girls trying to make their way.
Best friends for life.
Well, slow down. Slow down.
Friends forever.
And no, as CPS is saying, she can't believe her internet niece is a college girl. Yeah, you're right. Time doesn't wait. As TPS just said in the chat, time does not wait.
The college years. It's a spinoff.
Yeah. So we'll see how long it is before she starts saying, I don't think I'm coming home this weekend. We'll see how long it is.
Because it'll be the opposite first, right? At first it'll be like coming home a lot, probably.
I think so. Yeah.
That's how that works, right? Come home a lot. And then it'll be like, I think I'm just going to stay around here. How about you meet me here for lunch?
Yeah.
Quick lunch.
TPS, I don't know if we can call one girl on a spinoff. It's like 20 minutes, Reggie. I don't know if we can call Mason a PWI. Only because Mason has a high level of diversity. Just because of where it's at. They also have like a foreign exchange program. Like you can easily, they got a foreign exchange program going on with South Korea, they have a university in South Korea, Mason. I don't know why, but you can go there if your major is part of it. Yeah, you can go to South Korea and study and come back. So I don't know. I know that the level of adversity is higher than if she was going to let's say, Virginia, University of Virginia, UVA. Now, TBS is saying not diversity, black kids. Now, that's true, but just anecdotally, just walking around there, we walked around that day, a lot of black kids. Just anecdotally, just on site. I was like, mm-hmm.
You were doing a head count?
That caught my eye. No, it's not so much a head count. Let me say something about black people. We just notice when there's a lot of other black people around. It's like, mm-hmm.
Right. I mean, white people do too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for a different reason though.
Well, I mean,
like, They also got that black president, university president, but they're trying to run him off. The Trump administration already came after him once.
So she's like excited, or is she nervous about starting college, or what's the vibe
she's ready
there?
to go. She's ready to go. She talked to her advisor and set up her schedule pretty good, and she's trying to get a job on campus. And I'm like, okay, if you want a job, go get it.
Right. The old work at the bookstore move.
Yeah, bookstore. I mean, there's so many. They have so many places to work on that campus. It's crazy.
Right. She could get, you know what? Courtney used to have a radio show there.
I know.
She could get a radio show on campus.
Yep. And then really do one girl on.
Right. And just that literally, yeah. I did Courtney's show 2-3 times. I did Courtney's show. Courtney and Will Hessler were I don't think Will was even going to Mason, but Courtney was. And he had the radio station gig for like evenings or after.
And Will would come late.
And I think I did it. I think Will was there every time I did it, 2-3 times. And like the window faced out into the student union food court. So
I remember I did it too. Yeah.
Walk by and stuff. But I don't know how you get that gig. I don't even think Courtney got paid for that. I think it was just a cool thing to do, you know?
Courtney was a communications major. He has a degree in communication. He has a bachelor's of communications. That's why. And TPS said, tell everybody to stay away from the captains and the Qs until junior year. That's a good plan.
All the Greeks in the chat are getting... I don't even get the symbols. I see Old Main Strength's post. I don't know all the Greek symbols.
That's a Q. That's Q dog symbol.
Okay.
That's the Kappa's. That's the Q's symbol.
I have no knowledge. Very little knowledge of that anyway. Maybe not no, but it might as well be. Greek life and
I have something for the ladies. I have something for the ladies listening now. If you go to Instagram, it takes grown women for this one though. This is a grown woman thing. There's a brother. Let me see if I can find his name. He popped up in my feed from Kev on Stage, and I was like, I gotta follow this cat. His name is Handsome Malcolm. HANSUMMALCOLM. Handsome Malcolm. On Instagram. You probably want to follow him later. I'm talking to grown, mature women now.
Wait, is he shirtless a lot, or is he just a really good looking guy?
No, he's an older brother. He used to be a dancer.
Okay.
And he just his Instagram has it's got so much smoothness and style to it. Let me just say it like that. You have to just see it. He does this thing where he squirts cologne and he grabs the cologne out of the air and rubs it on himself. He's literally got me going, I think I might try that.
I mean, why would you even? Why would
Dr. April said, April said, I've been following him on TikTok. See? See?
Wait, but why wouldn't you just squirt it in your hand first? Why would you do the air thing?
if you watch it, you'll be like, oh, that looks better. That clearly has to make it. It's clearly better. It's better if you do it that way.
I got questions. I don't know.
It's clearly better.
He's got 300,000 followers on Instagram.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, there's one shirtless shot.
And it's all about the swag. He's also a fairly good basketball player. He's like 75.
What?
Yeah.
Is he in New York? Is that what it looks like?
He was a dancer.
Okay.
He was a dancer. He's got what looks like a very nice apartment in New York. So I'm like, oh, you did well in show business or whatever the fuck it is you were doing. John Wick and people. I don't know what you were doing, but
so he's a bit of a silver fox. Is that what's going on?
A little bit of a silver fox, yeah.
Silver fox. Snatching clouds of cologne out of the air.
Yep. Show one. Don't play the music though, because he plays. He always has music he dances to.
All right, well, hold on. Let me pull up. I'm just gonna pull up one of his videos.
Kev on stage did the side by side video, but Kev likes him though. But Kev. Look at TPS. This is menace behavior, ladies. Hey, don't hate on this man's Riz. Don't stop that. Don't do that.
I mean, asking questions isn't hate, though. You can be asking questions.
TPS called him a menace. Don't call him a menace just yet. Oh, he had a video with his lady. Okay.
This might be the one you were talking about where he...
Oh, he's got a lot of them doing
snatches cologne out of the air.
Yeah, snatches cologne out of the air.
Let me refresh that.
Give me that.
Swiping cards and stacking chips.
Okay. I mean, I don't know.
And when he dances and he moves like a former professional dancer. He doesn't move like somebody's out here bumbling and fumbling around. He moves like, okay, this guy knows what he's doing.
And then he rubbed his cologne hand basically on his beard.
Right? Yeah, you grab it and you rub it on your body.
He just rubbed it on his face, on his beard.
Rub it on your face, rub a little bit on your chest, put your glasses on.
This is like his signature move?
Rub your hands, do a spin. Nah, it's just a dance video.
And is he in a hospital? Does he work at a hospital?
Look what? Doing something.
So he must be at work. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
He's in the park. Got his Jamaica shirt on. Very New York. Out with a Jamaica shirt on.
Doing club gigs.
A Jamaican spot. He's at a Jamaican spot. I do the walkthrough TPS. I do that.
What is the walkthrough?
Spray like a cloud and you walk through it real quick. And it just
that's a fairly normal move. I've seen that one. That. I've never seen the snatch it out of the air.
TPS said he belongs to the streets. He probably does, but he's smooth with it. He's smooth with it. You know, you can belong to the streets if you're smooth with it. I don't know what to tell you. Morris Day still belongs to the streets, and he's still smooth with it. So, you know.
I like to spray cologne in the air, then backhand it, and then backhand myself.
There you go.
That's my move. Yeah. Just smack myself in the face with it. It's
TPS is in the chat putting all this man's business in the street. She said his funeral is going to be littered with girlfriends, boyfriends, and 6 kids as young as 6. Jesus. Did you see? Okay, listen. So we talked about after Dr. April had brought it to my attention, Cheyenne Bryant yesterday, right? And her Netflix special that was going to be coming out, where she was going to explain how she's really a doctor, and she was putting on her doctor garb, right?
Right.
So I get up this morning, and right as I'm about to go out to, I'm, eating breakfast. You're eating a breakfast, and you flip through YouTube, and Toure, who loathes this woman, by the way, and for a just reason as far as I'm concerned. Did about a 15-minute breakdown of the whole thing. So Toure was on the case for us because we're not going to deep dive it, but Toure's got time and he doesn't like her. So he did the deep dive on the shit.
Yeah, I saw his video. I didn't click on it just
you
because.
You got to click on it. I listened to it on the way to work, and I was like,
I guess my thing is I don't know how much I care about this story to do another deep dive. Like, he already did a deep dive. I watched his previous deep dive.
I know. That's what I'm saying. He deep dived on this particular thing. So I was like, oh, okay, well, I don't have to do it because I'm not going to do it.
Right.
So that's just not going to happen. I'm not going that deep into this. I was like, all right, I got about a 25-minute drive to the day gig. I'll listen. This will fill it up. How many minutes is this video? 12 and a half. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. That allows me time to even stop, get a cup of coffee and some yogurt and a banana. Yes, Dominic, a banana.
From 7-Eleven.
Yep. So let me see what's happening. I'm guessing Jimmy must have listened to it. Woo, okay. So first of all, she's got that. First of all, as he pointed out, you got all these certificates and shit on your wall, but we can't see what any of them are, and you didn't want to show any of them to us before. So right off the bat, that seems suspicious. Okay. Then, as somebody had pointed out, that robe, you can get that robe off of Instagram, right? Or you can get that robe off of Amazon. Okay. So then he went and as Dr. April pointed out, that I didn't know this, that each discipline that you study has a different color. So her color scheme didn't match. I didn't know that.
We literally mentioned that last night.
Yeah, no. This is what I'm saying. I didn't know that, and you didn't know that until last night, as Dr. April said. So we didn't know about the color scheme. You would think somebody who was a doctor would know about the color scheme, right? I mean, we didn't know about the color scheme because we don't have those credentials. But you would think that someone who did know that would do that. Apparently, she didn't know that. But if you go to the Argosy website, I don't know how Toure found this, but if you go to Argosy, they said what their color schemes were when you graduate. They tell you in the color scheme, the former Argosy where she claims to have graduated from. They said this is our color scheme is this color. I think it's black. Whatever it is for that particular discipline to get a doctorate. It didn't match. Then somebody else went and found the pictures of her getting an honorary degree in that robe. It's like,
wait, she has an honorary degree?
She's got a couple of honorary degrees.
Okay.
Honorary doctorates.
So she's a doctor then. I mean, so this helps her case. She's a doctor. She's got the honorary degree, multiple.
Does it?
She's got world's greatest grandpa on her wall.
Dr. April's in the chat. Is her honorary degree the equal of yours?
I mean, no one said it was the equal, but it's a doctorate, degree? Right? She's a doctor. I don't see it. She's got she's got multiple chains around her neck. One says doc, one says doctor, I think. She's the real deal. She's legit.
Okay, so let's say you were sick in the hospital. Would you go to an honorary doctor of internal medicine? Would you do that?
I don't think they do those, right?
I mean, why wouldn't they?
Well, that's not how that works. They don't make you an honorary doctor of internal medicine. That would be crazy talk.
Dr. April said, all honorary certificates. Let me tell you something. I got a whole folder full of certificates right over here. Okay, right down there. I got a whole folder full of certificates. I can have all over these walls behind me. They're not. As TPS saying, wow, Cheyenne Bryant apologist, Andy? Got to do better, baby.
I mean, I'm just saying. I didn't realize. I didn't know until just this moment that she has put on the gown at an actual university and received some kind of paperwork with her name on it that says
it's paperwork, doctor. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It came with some Bazooka Joe bubblegum.
Was there a little like funny joke inside?
I'm sure there was. It's probably written on the side of the doctorate. It's like a riddle. Probably a riddle on it. When you get a doctorate from university, it's probably got a riddle.
So she hasn't made another video, right? To like
Oh no,
clap back on her haters. She'll do that at some
no,
point. That's her move.
no. Yeah, shouldn't. There's something wrong with this woman. There's something seriously wrong with this woman.
I'm
Something
just.
other than being fine. There's something wrong with her.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Need to hook her up with the dude who grabs perfume. Maybe he could set her right.
He's probably got some honorary degrees. He should.
Yeah. Jimmy said, Chad is saying, would you trust Dr. Dre? Jimmy and Sammy, yo, MTV Raps or the rapper? Both, baby. Would you trust either one of them?
To do what though?
Yeah.
It's for
The most I would trust either one of them to do, like one to do music and the one to tell me what not to eat. That'll probably be it.
So she still maintains that she has a degree. I mean, at
course she does.
this point, she's not going to suddenly say, "Okay, you got me." Okay, you're right. Like she's already too deep into this, right?
She could just be quiet and say nothing. She could just do that. She's the one who came out. She's the one who keeps opening herself up to this shit when you should just shut the fuck up.
But then that's her career. Her career is
here's the thing.
The relationship expert.
I don't think people will stop fucking with her on that. I mean, I would. And then
if she came out and said, "I've been lying this whole time about my credentials."
No, I'm saying she should just shut the fuck up. I'm not saying she should just come out and say I've been lying about her credentials. She should shut the fuck up. And just don't say shit.
And people would still have her on their podcasts.
Oh yeah.
To be like a relationship expert, life coach.
Yeah, they'd bring it up, but they'd still bring her on. They bring her on because look at her. That's why they bring her on. So she's got a couple more years of riding that before the shit goes off the rails. She just flew too close to the sun and wouldn't keep her mouth shut. She keeps trying to aggrandize herself with, I have a doctorate. No, you don't, doc.
She posted about having an honorary Doctor of Humanities degree from United Graduate College and Seminary International on December 8th, 2024 in Las Vegas.
That's the one. It was a seminary one that they were like, you got from a seminary. Not even a real doctorate, just an honorary from a seminary.
She also reported receiving a third doctoral recognition from Harvest Christian University in 2025. I mean, every year she gets one.
Yeah.
She's dominating right now. Jimmy
says she got you open like 7-Eleven, Andy.
Hey, man, I'm just, she's vulnerable right now. I said the other day, I can fix her. I can help her out. Who's giving who therapy? Right, Doc? So anyway, the honorary degrees, I guess this is what I'm getting at. The honorary degrees were based on her work as a doctor, quote unquote, right?
I think they were based on her popularity
as a doctor
in certain communities.
She owes some portion of her popularity to making people think she's a doctor.
I remember Tony Kornheiser Tony Kornheiser has an honorary degree. And years ago when I was listening to him on the radio, he got an honorary degree from his alma mater, Binghamton. And when
but he already got a degree from there.
He has a degree, but he doesn't have a doctorate. He has a bachelor's. He doesn't have a doctorate. So what does he, what do you think they gave him that doctorate for? Being on the radio and being hilarious and being on television?
My point is, her honorary degrees hinge on her being a doctor. Because she claims she's a doctor. She gets all this online attention because she goes on podcasts as a doctor, as a life coach, as a mental health professional.
I got you.
And then she gets the honorary degrees for her work in this field.
Yeah.
Right?
I got you.
So it's a house of cards now. It's a house of degrees. She's got all these degrees. They're all illegitimate. Right? So if she loses the first degree,
Yeah,
the one that
everything-
she lied about the first
house,
time,
the house falls.
it all crumbles. Like,
Yeah.
do you think Harvest Christian University is going to still honor her honorary degree? They're going to revoke it. Or United Graduate College and Seminary International,
Yes,
whatever
a lot of
those
church
are.
stuff too. For somebody who doesn't act in a very Christian way, a lot of church stuff.
United Graduate College and Seminary International, UGCSI, is a private online Christian institution known for offering biblical ministry degrees and bestowing honorary humanities doctorates. They're known for honorary degrees. It's an honorary diploma mill. Like, who knew that there was such a thing? And Harvest Christian University, HC, is a private faith-based indigenous and ecclesiastical institution of higher education operating and incorporated in St. Louis. The Google AI says it's not accredited by any of the regional or national accredited agencies.
It's not even an accredited university.
I think their website claims accreditation, but Google AI does not. What's the truth? Who knows? Instead, it operates as a private sovereign institution holding royal accreditation, in quotes, royal accreditation.
Royal from who?
Through the Kingdom of Hawaii Royal Accreditation Commission, KOHRAC.
There's no more Kingdom of Hawaii.
The Kingdom of Hawaii Royal Accreditation Commission. Hey, the KOHRAC lives, okay? It's out there. And certification from the Board of Quality Standards because it lacks standard U.S. Department of Education recognized accreditation. Its degrees and credits are generally not transferable to other accredited colleges and universities, and they may not be recognized by employers requiring traditional higher education credentials. The university is also widely known for offering ceremonial honorary doctorates rather than traditional academic coursework. Another honorary diploma mill.
Is that what they're known for?
They're both honorary diploma mills.
Wonder how she found them.
There's probably an underground network of these things.
I bet you there is.
Harvest Christian University. She's just collecting honorary diplomas.
Don't we all?
Chris Brown received an honorary doctorate from an unaccredited Dallas Christian University. I'm telling you, there is a world. There's a world out there. There's a picture.
Did Conor McGregor get one yet? Because he was claiming God the other day. Does he have one?
He better. He just has to email somebody at the honorary degree schools.
Chris Brown
received an honorary Doctor of Philosophy degree in Visual and Performing Arts from Harvest Christian University, a private faith-based institution in Dallas, Texas.
They're like a puppy mill.
They just crank them out, man. They just crank out honorary degrees. Chris Brown posted on Instagram pictures of himself receiving the degree.
What did his robe look like? Is it the same robe?
It's a different color. Let me pull it up. He does have a robe. He has a robe, and it looks like he's holding in his hand a diploma.
Let me tell you something. If Chris Brown was to walk out talking about, I'm a doctor, he should get smacked in the face. He should just get the dog shit backhanded out of him.
Okay. Chris Brown awarded honorary doctorate in Visual and Performing Arts.
Man, if you don't get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
They gave him the actual diploma, and he's wearing a purple robe, black and purple. So that's what it is. That's the same school, Harvest Christian University.
How many more is going on over at Harvest Christian University?
How many more of these diploma mills are out there? I had no idea that was a thing.
He said, Jimmy said them robes ain't loyal. What is going on in Harvard Christian? Get the fuck out of here and stop with this bullshit.
I bet it's you just first of all, they're recognized in Hawaii. Second of
Well,
all,
there you go.
I bet you just pay a little cash. You just come up with a little cash and you get your degree.
Allegedly, we don't know.
I'm
Allegedly,
gonna get one. I'm gonna send away for one.
says send away.
Send a self-addressed stamped envelope to Harvest University. Harvest Christian University.
See, we never would have known about this if it hadn't been for Toure.
Harvest Christian University Royal School.
I'm hosing
Okay.
Royal. We never would have known. It took Toure to bring this to us.
That have historically operated under tribal sovereignty structures, religious exemptions, private post-secondary education statutes, ecclesiastical authority, indigenous educational charters, independent education corporation laws, cultural preservation frameworks, royal charter educational traditions. I think that's the university's version of living off the grid. And Harvest Christian operates under church governance, faith-based status principles.
TPS says she got ordained online. You do any weddings yet?
Wait a minute. I'm looking at the Harvest Christian website, and they have on their website a picture of Chris Brown.
Did they put a picture of Cheyenne Bryant? They don't give a fuck.
I gotta search around. They probably took it down. You know,
Chris Brown. You
she
took
brings-
hers down, but you leave Chris Brown up. Okay.
she brings shame to their school.
Yeah.
This is their website, and if you scroll,
They really trying to look
Eventually-
like a legitimate school.
they're
You got Maya
honoring
Angelou?
they're honoring Maya Angelou.
I believe she had a real doctor.
Wait. Dr. Maya Angelou did not attend any college or university, yet a recognition of her extraordinary achievements, leadership, humanitarian work, and lifelong contributions to humanity, she was awarded an honorary doctoral degree by another distinguished institution. This honorary doctorate was presented solely in recognition of her exceptional life, her impact on others, and her remarkable legacy of service. Was this when she was alive? And then if you scroll further, class of 2026, Dr. Chris Brown, Doctor of
Maya
Philosophy.
Angelou has 50 honorary doctorates from universities worldwide.
Hey, if they don't recognize Harvest Christian is not recognizing them.
She got
right?
a doctorate from the American Film Institute.
Oh, it says it here.
University.
It says it here
Wait.
that it says she received more than 50 on their own website.
Mount Holyoke. You know,
So this is Chris
Acme.
Brown with a different color robe on, though. So maybe he received multiples. Who knows? It's just
she got a degree
like
from Cash Money.
Cash Money University. Yeah. So that's the type of school it is. So congratulations to Dr. Cheyenne Bryant.
Ugh.
Is there a notable alumni page?
I'm with Theory of a Black Girl. Who promotes a school with a Chris Brown sighting like that? That's gonna bring them in. That's gonna bring your alumni in. That's gonna get your alumni to give you money. Really?
You know, our campus environment is very friendly and tolerant, and you just might see Chris Brown walk by with a backpack going to his classes. You just might see Cheyenne Bryant hanging out.
If you squint hard enough, you might see the ghost of Maya Angelou
You just
sitting in
might
the
see her.
quad, writing a poem. And still I rise. Jesus.
Yeah, well,
Lord of mercy, the scams. Speaking of scams,
I'm gonna get one of these degrees. I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna
of
find out how
course
to
you
get
are.
one.
You could get one now. I don't know why you haven't.
For my contributions.
What's your worst firing story? What's the worst you've been fired? Do you think?
I've never been fired from a job.
Never been fired from. You never been let go.
I
never
am
been laid off?
I'm a good soldier. Never been fired.
Never been laid off.
Never been laid off. Never been fired. And
Never been let go.
Never been let go. Never been, to my knowledge, on the verge of being let go, as a matter of fact. I mean, most of my jobs are restaurant jobs, and you got to really fuck up to be, no one gets laid off from a restaurant, first of all. There's no downsizing, anything. And my one and only corporate job, I didn't get laid off from or fired. Although, after I left that job, I think there were some layoffs later. There was some downsizing, and so it's possible I would have gotten caught up in that at some point, but that never happened while I was there.
Jesus. Theory of a Black Girl says she got fired from 2 jobs in 1 week. That's rough.
Wait,
Well, it also depends on what the jobs were.
how does that work?
I've been the corporate jobs I've had, I have been let go. See, well, one was financial in the financial sector. It was blasted. Everybody got let go in the financial sector. And just this last one, writing at the station, which I got to admit was probably the best job I've ever had. Personally, for me, not money wise. Money wise was fine. It was good money. I don't think it wasn't. Writing for TV is good money, but for where I wanted to be, it was probably the best job I've ever had. They did. As soon as the show ended, I was like, handwriting's on the wall. I was ready to get the fuck out of there too. So both of us were sitting there like, yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah, it's a good thing. Yeah, Has anybody in here gotten let go while they were doing their job? I don't know anybody that's happened to. Well, we all do now. Imagine this. Imagine you're on television. You're doing your show. You go to break. You get a call.
Hey, can I see you for a second? Talk to you real quick.
Just a quick second.
Just real quick. Just real quick. Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, you can't go back on air. Why? Is something wrong? Yeah, we're letting you go. What? And then you're done.
Right. There's no easy way to.
That's crazy.
There's no easy way to do this. There are easier ways than this.
Yeah, there's better ways. We could have called you when you came in the office. When you came in the building this morning, we knew you were going to be fired, but we let you go ahead and go on air anyway.
You're talking about Ryan Clark right now.
Yeah, like we didn't decide this while you were on air. We decided it many, many days ago. We just didn't know how to tell you. And we waited to tell you until you were on the air. Then we decided
wasn't there a story that they were concerned that the story was about to leak and he would find out through social media?
It had leaked. Like Outkick had it. The Outkick having it is kind of the tell for me. Like somebody had it in for him.
There's a mole from Outkick.
Because Outkick got it. That means somebody in that office leaked it to Outkick because they wanted to piss in his face.
So then they had no choice but to tell him immediately. That's the story.
They had a choice. They could have just kept him on and then did an end of the day type situation and they could have given him the option.
Well, right. I'm saying they had no choice in the sense that if they wanted him to find out from them and not from a tweet or someone texting that they saw a tweet from Outkick, then their hand was forced where they had to tell him like right then and there.
Mm-hmm.
Because they found out that Outkick had the information. Outkick probably was calling to verify it.
Yeah.
So then I guess at that point, like now your hand is forced. You have to tell him immediately if you want him to find out from you. Right.
And Outkick, by the way, is a right-wing rag that puts up all kinds of racist shit who were dancing on his grave. That's what they were doing.
Right.
And whoever tipped off Outkick is a racist piece of shit. That's what they were doing.
They got a mole.
Say that Ryan Clark. Mind you, Ryan Clark he wasn't the only one. ESPN's having a little bit of a bloodletting because I got to free up money for McAfee. So who just got a $60 million raise. JJ Watt went right after him too. That same day, JJ was like, "Oh, people getting fired, so you can get you can get some more money, right?" And he was like, "No, that's not what happened." He's like, "It looked to me like that was happening." You know, uh, Ryan is a two-time Emmy winner. It's like I think he's won more than that. I know he won 2 in this last Emmy cycle. And Klekta did get booted. One dude who's a writer, I think Ryan Russillo, he's a baseball writer. I think it's Russillo. Been there for 30 years. They let him go.
Carl Ravitch got let go.
Ravitch. Did Russillo get go too? No.
I don't know. Ravitch has been there over 30 years.
Ravitch, 30 years. He found out through Twitter. They didn't even call him.
I think it was like 34 years or something like that.
Yeah. He found out through Twitter. A lot of people behind the scenes found out. A lot of people, they got it. People who
ESPN has done this before where they've had a mass layoff.
Okay. So
it did that a few years ago.
ESPN's mass layoff was how I ended up writing for television in DC. That's how it was directly because of that. Because Reese, the host of the show at the time, was working at ESPN and he was part of one of their mass layoffs. They paid out his contract and released him, and he didn't have anything to do. He came back to DC. He was just kicking around. He got his contract. I'm not saying anything that's not out of turn. He's already talked about this extensively. And he was approached about doing a show. He couldn't do sports, but he was like, well, it's not a sports show. It's a morning show. Boom. And that's when he reached out to me. He was like, look, I need a writer. Would you be interested in writing on this show?
So this is like a thing they do.
Yeah.
Where they have these mass layoffs. They got rid of the big names, Ryan Clark, Carl Ravitch, Cam Newton got laid off.
And Kleta. They got RG3 too, like that one time. That's somebody in the chat is saying.
That was a couple of years ago.
Nobody cared.
Bart Scott. RG3 was a guy who got a lot of positive press, though, for his football analysis. It seemed like he was a guy who they were going to keep around because everybody seemed to love his analysis, and then out of nowhere he got laid off. Bart Scott was part of this layoff.
Yeah.
I don't know how long he's been at ESPN. But he was a football analyst. So ESPN has done this before where they just basically free up a bunch of cash by laying off a bunch of people.
Right.
Like these people that they have on, these former athletes and anchors get too expensive and they get rid of all of them or most of them. And then they hire a bunch of younger people who then over the course of a few years get too expensive and then they get rid of them. They did keep Stephen A. Smith still works there. Stephen A. Smith and Pat McAfee make the most money, I think. But they also probably generate the most money. So that's why, like, when you see people like Ryan Clark starting podcasts, it's because you got to have a stream of income outside of ESPN.
You better.
Because it's coming at some point. Carl Ravitch might have thought he was safe. He's 33 years in. 33 years. You know, he's like, well, they're not going to get rid of me.
He's reached retirement age.
He survived all the other layoffs, you know?
Yeah.
But maybe he got too expensive or maybe they just felt like it's time for something new. He's 61 years old. He could just retire probably. You would think.
By the way, Theory of a Black Girl said in the chat, writing for TV would be a dream. I came to find out it is. It's a very, yeah. I came to find out. Yeah, he had to think well, first of all, you don't think it's coming. You never think it's coming. Not anybody in these positions. Ryan Clark surely didn't think it was coming. Neither did he, Carl Ravitch.
Yeah.
You know,
Carl Ravitch did some play-by-play the day before he got fired. He was on the Phillies-Dodgers game in Philadelphia doing play-by-play. Next day, he gets fired.
Yeah.
I guess Cam Newton, football season hasn't started yet, so Cam Newton, Bart Scott, I don't know how much they're on. I know Cam Newton debates Stephen A. Smith a lot. I'm sure he's on pretty regularly. But I think Ryan Clark's the only one who was actually on the air when he got fired.
Yeah, he was on the air.
You know,
that's another thing about. Okay, so Ryan Clark.
Turn in your lapel mic.
Ryan Clark's played 12 years in the NFL. Right, 12 years in the NFL. If you know anything about the NFL, you know how they let people go during the preseason when they're getting ready. They send the Turk to come get you. Okay, so if you're Ryan Clark and you're coming into work, they could have stopped him in the lobby. Hey, can you bring your playbook up to the office?
Hey, Ryan.
He'd understood exactly what was happening.
Coach needs to see you.
Coach needs to see you. Can you bring your playbook? He'd understood that. Like, oh, okay. What? Really? Okay. That's all right. He gets that. No one gets, I'm on television doing a job. We go to commercial break. Commercial break, you go to get a cup of coffee or something during commercial break, go use the bathroom, go to get a cup of coffee. You got about a minute and a half.
What if they weren't even up against a break? Does ESPN just put that thing on the screen like, please, we'll be back soon. Please stay tuned.
Music playing, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
We are experiencing technical difficulties.
Elevator music, da-da-da-da-da-da.
If the difficulties continue, please contact your cable provider.
Then they come back on and come back. Ryan's just gone, and the other people on set
his chair
keep doing a show.
His chair is still spinning because he just got out of it.
Right,
his chair is still spinning around.
It's not. No, it's not spinning. It's backwards.
Right. It's just kind of, you see it spin. You see the spin stop, and it's just backwards.
Backwards, and no one just acknowledges it. No one acknowledges it.
Yeah,
that's nothing.
His phone is still on the desk. You see a hand reach up, grab the phone from behind the desk, and take it. Hey, can I get my phone? Can I get my phone?
No one acknowledges it. It's nasty work.
All right, thanks for coming back.
Stephen A. Smith was saying he wasn't happy about it. The bosses told him that
that's his guy. That's his.
Like, hey man, it's too late for that shit. All that tells you is that all of y'all are just labor. Howard Bryant says this a lot. You think you're not. You think because you make a lot of money that, oh no, you're just labor. You're labor, and they will get rid of you in a second. They don't like you, you're done. You're done. They're also putting it on to the fact that Ryan Clark had a back and forth with a guy during the show. I had seen it because somebody posted a clip where the guy was talking about, he was doing a football breakdown. He's a journalist. He was doing a football breakdown, and it wasn't just Ryan Clark. It was like Ryan Clark, that guy Dan, the other former Colts quarterback, a couple of other dudes, a couple of other athletes, and they were like, "You don't know what the fuck you're talking about," basically. And Ryan articulated it and then kept going, and the dude was upset. And they were like, that's why they let him go. I'm like, that's not why they let him go.
Well, also Ryan Clark tweeted an apology to that guy. That was months ago. That was like January, wasn't it?
That's not why they let him go. You want it to be that's why they let him go, but that's not why they let him go. First of all, I was on Ryan Clark's side in that moment. I'm like, Ryan knows more about this than you. I'm sorry. He just does. And he wasn't the only one. All of them at that desk were looking at that guy like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, about this football thing. So, and that's another thing. They bring people in to do that. You're supposed to sit at desks like that and holler back and forth at each other.
That's why I don't watch those shows.
That's why you're there.
That's why I don't like.
I don't particularly care for them either. That's like why they're there, though.
Screaming. I don't like. It's like. I mean, I know people have said it's like the downstream of the Stephen A. Smith, Skip Bayless effect on sports talk.
Yeah.
But like every conversation has to have a winner, has to have a guy who knows what he's talking about, and a guy who doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, and he wins and he loses, and it's like it doesn't really do anything for me. ESPN does that on a lot of their shows. Obviously, the debate shows in the morning, First Take and all that stuff, that's all they do. But just in general, it's filtered into news shows now, especially the Abby Phillips show, where it's just two people are talking and there's going to be a winner declared by me, the viewer. And then I'm going to go online and declare someone the winner and someone the idiot who doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah.
And that's not entertaining to me. It turns me off. So that's why I like these names. I know who Cam Newton is, obviously. I know who some of these people are, but a lot of them I'm like, I don't know who that is. Don't really watch. I'll turn on ESPN when the game starts, and I'll turn off ESPN when the game ends. And SportsCenter, not really what it used to be either. But even that, like, they had a thing back in January where he said this and he said that. I'm like, that's even the description of that makes me not want to watch. You know what I mean? Where someone had to win that conversation. I had to declare a winner of two people talking football. And it's funny because, Ryan Clark's podcast isn't like that. Like, that when ESPN is like that. But then athletes go on their own podcast and they can do whatever they want. His podcast is much more thoughtful than that.
His podcast makes me actually not like him.
I don't listen to his podcast either, but it's not like
people on his podcast.
Right, but it's not a debate show
at all. No, he doesn't debate people. He just literally this week had Dana White on, who was defending the motherfucker who was talking shit about Michelle Obama. And he's
the
just
MMA
saying,
guy?
Because he was talking about the MMA fight. It was just, it's fuck shit. And it's like Ryan Clark doesn't have the mental capacity he doesn't have the bandwidth. Mental capacity is not the right word. He doesn't have the bandwidth to match somebody in that realm the way he does in football. You know what I mean? He has a bandwidth in football. I can't challenge him in football at all. There's no possible way, which is why when these sure, you're a writer and you cover football, you've been covering football for X amount of time and stuff like that, but there's just something about what Ryan says about football. I'm like, oh, okay, you know what the fuck you're talking about. For instance, I know boxing very well, right? But if it's me talking boxing and it's Teddy Atlas talking boxing, you should probably listen to Teddy Atlas. Don't listen to me. Even if I sound right, you should probably lend more credence to what Teddy Atlas is saying, because he knows more, because he knows more because he's more entrenched in this thing. But when it comes to Ryan has tried to go into politics and stuff, I'm like, you're a little bit out of your element there, buddy.
Yeah, Andrew Schultz on, right?
You just don't know this thing on this level, and you don't have the capacity, which is weird because you have the capacity to challenge a Dana White. You just don't want to. You just bring him on and let him say whatever he wants. Like, fucking challenge that statement. And Dana White says, it wasn't just Democrats who were upset about the Michelle Obama line. It was Republicans too. There was plenty of Republicans who were upset about that. Like, okay, yeah, but the administration that's currently in charge of the government was more than happy with Michelle Obama being slandered in that manner. That's all you had to say. But for Ryan Clark,
that's Dana White's friend, Donald Trump. That's his buddy.
For Ryan Clark, that doesn't click to even say. Like, you didn't even think to challenge him on that? JD Vance was just on Joe Rogan's show talking about how, it was just a joke. It was just a joke. I don't know why everybody was so upset about it. Like, that's the number 2 person in charge of this country who thinks it's okay to malign Michelle Obama in that manner. And it was done under the auspices of your event, Dana White. You think that that's okay, but you're telling me now that there are Republicans who don't like that. Are you sure you want to go down that route? That's the position you want to do. He doesn't think to do that.
Well, which Republicans spoke out. I mean, maybe a couple.
That's what I.
J.D. Vance didn't.
You said Republicans. Okay, which ones?
Mitt Romney. I don't know. Some of the people who've broken ranks with Trump, but
the other one, that guy,
none of them have really any pull.
You know.
So yeah, I know Ryan Clark had Andrew Schultz on, and that was kind of a
and that was another one that
underwhelming-
was shit. I was like, "What are you doing,
Yeah.
Ryan?" Fucking
conversation.
It's not even hard. You just want to bring him on and have the conversation.
Hey, we got to have a conversation about this.
He had this MMA fighter who has adopted 2 black boys on to just talk about. At some point that came up, it's like, you're raising black children in that world, in that MMA, hyper white, masculine Christian world. Love will win and blah, blah, blah. And Ryan didn't have anything to say to really challenge it other than, I don't want to denigrate your show. Like, that ain't it, Ryan. You really think he's giving them black children what they need? Do you believe that? Because if you believe that, fine. But if you don't believe that, you should probably say that when you have this guy sitting across from
you. Dyron just commented on Patreon, the conversation.
Exactly.
Guys,
exactly.
We got together and we had a conversation. Congratulations to us for being big men, the big men in the room who can have a conversation.
And as Trey is saying in the chat, and stand on something, stop apologizing so much. Yeah, that apology he threw at RG3, I was like, what are you apologizing for? You didn't say anything wrong.
What I did wrong with RG3 was I didn't have a conversation with him. We should have sat down like men and had a conversation. It's the trump card is the conversation. It's very important to have the conversation.
The conversation. It's fucking ridiculous. Again, he doesn't really have in my opinion, you don't have the bandwidth to have that conversation. You may have the intellectual capacity to have that conversation. You may simply not want to. You may not have the heart to have that conversation.
No, but it makes you the better person.
To not have a conversation?
No, to have the conversation. So I brought someone on who I disagree with, but we found common ground. We had a conversation. That's Gabbing with Gavin. Gavin Newsom's podcast.
Gavin.
Guys.
Gabbing with Gavin.
Today's guest is pretty unpopular, including with me. But I think
Stephen A. just had fucking Hannity on.
Well, that's his buddy.
Yeah.
What we need to do, instead of yelling at each other across social media,
he had Tucker Carlson on.
We need to have a conversation. He recently had Tucker Carlson on.
Yeah, Stephen A. has Tucker Carlson on. Yeah.
Tucker Carlson. Oh, there's some analysis of it.
Yeah. Now I'm not going to listen to it. I'm not even going to.
I wouldn't listen to Stephen A. Smith have anybody on, probably. Right. Maybe there's like 5 people in the world who I would listen to. But Tucker Carlson is a very popular podcast, one of the most popular podcasts out there. So it's a transactional move too for Stephen A. Smith. Tucker Carlson doesn't hold back, takes no prisoners. We'll see about that. Tune in for fireworks. Tucker Carlson, who pushed and still pushes great replacement theory.
Ugh. Yeah. But Stephen A. will have him on.
It's important to have a conversation.
It's important to have a conversation.
It's the honorary degree of podcasts.
Yeah.
It makes it seem like you did something. You know what I mean? It makes it seem like you did some shit. You accomplished something, but it's really just the honorary degree. In fact, that's what should happen. At the end of the podcast, Stephen A. Smith and Tucker Carlson should put on gowns and hold their fake degrees and take a picture together.
Take a picture together?
Yeah.
The gown can be like magenta.
That's a little effeminate. These guys are real alpha males.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Just black then. Just black.
Black on black with some spikes coming out of the shoulders,
Black on
real
black
man
with-
shit.
Black on black with black.
And then they're holding their degrees that say, "We had a conversation.
Just a conversation.
Guys, we're better than everyone."
Speaking of that, I saw people are still talking shit about what's my man's name? That Ben Crump. I don't understand this hate that Ben Crump gets from. I get the hate he gets from white people. I don't understand the hate he gets from black people. I suppose I should understand it. I just don't.
Who's hating on Ben Crump these days?
Oh, there are black people who will just come out of nowhere, particularly all over social media, as well as in different friend groups, who will talk shit about Ben Crump. Usually it's either something along the lines of, there's not really anything you can really say about him, so I just kind of make shit up about him. Just like there's a certain group of black people who will talk about Al Sharpton. So Ben Crump, I said before, he's a civil rights attorney. So let me pull this. I looked the other day. I'm calling it up on my phone right now. His compensation, what he does is he looks to get financial restitution for people who have been the victims of civil rights violations. And he has won many millions of dollars. Okay, $27 million for the family of George Floyd, 12 for the family of Breonna Taylor, 50 in a class action lawsuit against Google, 641 million to assist the children of Flint, Michigan affected by the water crisis, 411 million in a personal injury verdict for a veteran injured in a multi-vehicle accident. He is very good at that. He's very good at bringing back. And one of the ways he does this is by bringing the light to these cases, which is what he did when he took on the case of Nolan, the young man who was killed in Mississippi. He's bringing light to it because we would never know about it. We wouldn't know about it now. If it hadn't been for Brent Crumpton, we would not know about what was going on with Nolan. You might have seen it in the paper, but there's all those people who have committed suicide by hanging that we don't know anything about. We know a little bit about the story, and the story just disappears. Ben Crumpton puts his weight behind these things, and then we know about them. I don't see it's much like Jay-Z shitting on Colin Kaepernick. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah, but there's no one on Jay-Z's level shitting on Ben Crump. These are just like troll accounts, right? Are they like legit?
No, they're not troll accounts. That's the thing. They're not troll accounts. There are a lot of black people who shit on Ben Crumpton. They don't keep continence with me. You know what I mean? But they're not just trolls. There are legitimate people who do this. Usually right-wing black people who are just asking questions.
Yeah, I just feel like that's, I feel like anything social media just has that. There's like 10,000 people on any side of anything, saying shit.
And I just don't. I don't get it. There's no reason to. We know someone who did. Who would talk about him because he doesn't have one. Like Ben Crumpton has a lot of wins. But you have to ask yourself, what does winning mean? Often, winning doesn't mean bringing somebody back, and and oftentimes in these cases, no one's going to get punished for these cases. So the win is a civil case. Did you see what happened in Wisconsin?
I'm going to need more context.
That's another one that
Was there? I don't know. Many things probably happened in Wisconsin.
It happened yesterday.
Okay.
Happened yesterday at 1. It's fucking rough. I don't want to play the video. I'm tired of black people having to see these things. I watched it on my phone. It's I shouldn't have. This young man named Corey Ruiz was killed by Madison, Wisconsin police. It was about 1 in the afternoon, mid-morning. They confronted him. It's 4 police officers have this young man surrounded. He is tussling with the cops. Lady cop says, taser, 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 hits him with the taser. He collapses. Cops back off. This fat cop, that's important for the story because he's a fat cop, backs away and shoots him 3 times in the head. Corey is down on his knees. He has just been tased 3 times. He's not getting up. Cop shoots him 3 in the head. You can watch it, Andy. I just don't want to show it here. I watched it earlier. I don't want to see it anymore.
All right.
Shot him 3 in the head. He's dead. He's dead right there on the spot. He executed him in the street. There was many people out there filming it. So of course it's now he did have a knife, but I don't care. I don't care. He was on his knees. He had just been tased. So it looks as though the 4th cop, the woman cop, acted in the correct manner. She hit him with the taser. He was done. He wasn't going nowhere. And then the other cop shot him. Now the other cop said, well, he cut me on my hand. Like, okay. By the way, you can't see this cut on the hand. You can't see him cutting him on the hand. That's not a thing you see.
Cut him with the knife, I guess. Is that what he's saying?
That's what he's saying, but you don't see it happen. Like, you might have thought you got cut on the hand. But even if you did get cut on the hand, is a cut on the hand from somebody who is down and surrounded by your 2 fellow officers and a 3rd fellow officer who tased him, does that mean that you now shoot him in the head 3 times? Yeah. It's horrible. And it's just another example of that black life means nothing in this country.
So what's the story? Have they named the cop or
they haven't named the cop? They haven't named the cop. The police are saying that they're going to have to do the investigation, of course. But they're already starting to set it up as, well, he was defending himself.
Right.
As Jimmy is saying in the chat, he was on the ground. How you threaten somebody, you're on the ground. You're down on you. There's 4 of you and 1 of him. What happened to hitting somebody with a nightstick? What happened to that? There's 4 of you and 1 of him.
Taser seems to be above that, right, in terms of force.
Yeah. She hit him with the taser. That seemed to have worked.
All right, so I mean, yeah, I'm just looking at an article now. It looks like just people protesting.
Yeah, there are people coming out.
Yeah. Independent investigation is underway.
You know, there are people coming out. So Ben Crump will probably be on the scene there, and
I hope not. You know what happens when he shows up, lying in his pockets.
At some point, they'll probably have to bring him in, and you know, he'll win a huge settlement from the city of Madison for the family of this young homeless man who had problems. No one's disputing that, but apparently that means you can be executed in the street in broad daylight and just, that's it, by agents of the state. But in the meantime, I saw a video of a shirtless white man tussling with some police, and the cop was running from him. And I was watching the video like, man, if you don't kick his ass, fucking tase that dude.
Did he steal the cop car and drive away?
Yeah, he was running. Just run him the dude. I'm like, kick his ass, man. What's wrong with you? Hit him with the stick. What are you doing?
I've seen those before where the guy gets in the cop car and
just drives off.
drives off. They got the car running with the door open. He just gets in. He's like naked for some reason.
Yeah.
Usually has a beard.
I don't know where you think you're going in a cop car, but good luck with you. Good luck.
I don't think they know where they're going either. It's
Yeah.
just-
He's like, I don't know where I'm going, but I know where I'm not going. Anywhere that motherfucker was trying to take me.
You'll never catch me, coppers.
Yeah.
How do you turn
know
off these sirens?
You know the car you're driving has a number on top of it, right?
Hey, what's the button to get these lights to stop flashing? I'm fucking getting a headache.
About to have a seizure.
I saw that Liz Booker talked to the guy from Michigan. It's not, I was going to say Wisconsin, but it's Michigan.
Yeah, I saw that. I just
The
watched
guy
a little
who-
clip of it.
The guy who had that podcast, he's running for office. He had that clip come out about older black Democrats are
Right.
defanging the white left.
Yeah, he tried to put it on the person he was talking to was a black person. He was on
I
a
was
black person
talking-
show.
I was having a conversation.
I was having a conversation.
I guess she did she just posted a short clip. I just looked at her page to see if there's more. She must have posted the whole thing somewhere else. But she did she did an interview with him, like a Zoom call or something. And he clarified his comments. And let me pull it up.
There ain't no clarification of this shit, but okay.
And he clarified,
Let's have the conversation.
he clarified. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's just a short clip. Let me pull it up. I didn't know she did interviews. I didn't
think
know.
She's another one, another another way to be out there. I think she might have begun her own.
Does she have a podcast yet?
Hope
Maybe she
so.
just start a
So,
podcast.
God knows we'll go on it. If she wants us, we'll go on it.
Here we go.
Go over
Really
there.
became introduced to you was I think it was a HuffPost article that talked about a podcast interview that you did a couple of years ago. I believe you said something about older black politicians and how they defang the white left. I want to give you a chance to talk about that.
As I said on the phone, I really appreciate the grace that you extended and being willing to have a conversation and the opportunity to.
See? Have a conversation. Don't you guys understand how important it is to have a conversation?
Sure.
As I said on the phone, I really appreciate the grace that you extended and being willing to have a conversation and the opportunity to contextualize and take accountability for my words. I did a podcast series that was about how we build a more effective anti-war movement in this country because I was deeply distraught by the ongoing genocide in Gaza, as well as, I'm a millennial. I've grown up in an age of endless war, and we see more of them starting every year. And in that context, I did an episode interviewing a Black anti-war organizer who was one of the leaders of the Black for Palestine effort and other important anti-war organizing. I noted that Black elected leaders in D.C. have been among those who have been in support of these endless wars. But the way that I, constructed it all was clumsy, and there's a couple things in particular that I regret.
Let me stop you
painted with a broad brush.
there. Let me stop you right there. What about the white leaders who've been in support of endless wars? What about them?
Oh, well,
They outnumber the black leaders.
yeah, leftists talk a lot of shit about those older white leaders. They hate Schumer and people like that. I don't think I don't think he excludes them. I think
well, that's a good answer.
yeah, but it's true. They all hate the establishment, which also includes older white politicians.
Oh, I'm with it. But you apparently are putting a greater emphasis on black leaders but do you believe that black leaders aren't supposed to think that way because they're black? Because there is a lot of that going around. Like, well, you're black, you shouldn't think like that.
Right.
Because you know what it is because you've been black for a long time, so you know.
You're an ally, right?
You're an ally, right?
DC have been among those who have been in support of these endless wars. But the way that I, constructed it all was clumsy, and there's a couple things in particular that I regret. I painted with a broad brush because the fact of the matter is that We should not have lumped the whole group. I'm very critical of anybody who votes for our endless wars abroad and to continue arming the genocide in Gaza. But we should deal with that on an individual basis, representative by representative. Any Black electeds are not uniquely responsible for that in the scope of everything that's happening in D.C. The other thing that I regret is that I invoked something called the quote unquote white left, which is not something I give a damn about. I mean, I'm not here to build a white left. That's not a project I'm invested in. I'm invested in building a multiracial democracy that lives up to the fullest promises of this country. That's the work that I have been doing. That's why I was in conversation with a Black anti-war organizer about his work. But, sometimes you put your foot in your mouth and then you have to own up to it. And so I'm thankful for the opportunity to clarify.
What you just said, how we have to take it representative by representative, and how even painting like old Black politicians as somehow being in the way of progress really overlooks folks like Al Green, a seasoned, Black gentleman in Congress, and who has been very progressive and outspoken for Gaza. Members like Valerie Fouché, who decided that after the 2024 campaign cycle, she said, I'm not taking AIPAC money anymore. And I'm calling out the genocide. She's 70 years old, right? The same grace when people are painted too broadly is not really given to these members of Congress, like, say, to Senator Bernie Sanders, who is in his 80s. And we're not going to paint him with a broad brush just because he and Chuck Schumer are both white, The way I...
Okay, so that's the only clip she's posted, I think, of this kind of podcast-ish. I don't know if she posted the whole thing anywhere, but
Right.
he's trying to, he's doing damage control, obviously.
Yeah.
Because his campaign, I don't even know what his campaign looked like before, but I bet it looked worse after that clip came out.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
I'm looking at his Threads thing he posted 2 hours ago. He's been endorsed by the Arab American Caucus of the Michigan Democratic Party.
Didn't they go against Kamala Harris?
Painting with a broad brush there.
Is that what I'm doing? Okay.
Yeah. These are, I don't know about the Arab American Caucus in Michigan these days, but he's posting his endorsements. He's out there.
You went on Roland Martin? I have to look that up.
Okay. His name is William Lawrence. I didn't know he went on Roland Martin. I guess that's out there
Listen to
too.
it on the way to work in the morning.
Yeah, it's weird because this is kind of, in a weird way, it has raised his profile. Like I'm not in Michigan. I don't know who this guy is, but if he can pivot off of the publicity, the negative publicity, to actually effectively walk it back and get his name out there, he will actually have gotten maybe a bump out of this in a weird way.
It's possible.
I don't know what the polling looks like, though.
Theory of a Black Girl, though, saying what's happening in Gaza was horrible and truly something we'll look up at with a shame. But some of these same white progressives haven't said shit about our voting rights being dismantled. No, they haven't.
Yeah, or when they do talk about it, it's not like the same sense of urgency.
No.
And they'll say it's bad and I'm against it, but it won't be a moral imperative to stop it the way it is with Gaza, and that's the big difference. And that's across the board. That's
Chad is saying, has anybody called Trump Genocide Donald?
I'm sure some people have.
Huh.
I don't know. Genocide Don?
Genocide Don? Genocide Joe? I did it for Joe Biden all the time. Anybody know Donald?
But yeah, this William Lawrence guy, he's a Bernie guy. He's out of that world.
Mm-hmm.
So, in fact, he posted a few days ago, he was at a rally that Bernie Sanders was at.
Cool.
And AOC, Bernie Sanders, Abdul El Sayed. And he posted pictures and, stuff like that. So that's where he's coming from. I just feel like that there's a healthy distrust when it comes to racial issues of the white left.
Yeah.
And he did nothing to quell that distrust, And so maybe who knows? Maybe he realized he had a blind spot. Maybe they had a conversation and he realized he was wrong. We'll have to find out.
I mean, we shall see.
I don't know where Liz would have posted the full conversation. Maybe she'll put it out on Instagram or like in
Hope
small
so. I
snippets.
mean, I'll listen to it, but
Yeah,
because I want to hear the conversation, because those
Right.
conversations are important.
I'm glad you had me on to have a conversation.
Just have this conversation.
Thank you. First of all, before we get going, thank you so much for having me on your podcast. It's great to have a conversation. Just wanted to make
Saturday, we
sure
need
I
to
said
talk
that.
about Tallarico in Texas. He met up with some black folks to have the conversation.
Yeah, that clip was going viral. He said all the things.
He
you know.
said all the right shit. Let me tell you something. He said it in the best of ways. He did very well with saying all the right shit. I give him his credit. He said all the right shit.
Right.
Called out his supporters. He said all the right shit. He said, keep my name out your mouth.
Yeah, that's like a direct quote.
He said, okay. All right. He's not
He
fucking
basically
around.
called out his toxic supporters.
Yeah, he's not
that
fucking
are-
around here. He's not
they're,
fucking around, so.
Saying some crazy shit and setting themselves up to blame Jasmine Crockett
Yeah.
if he loses, that was the whole thing we were kind of trying to snuff out
Yeah.
a couple months ago. Like, it sounds like
Yeah.
if he loses in a state where Democrats never win, his supporters are going to be like, fucking Crockett.
Yeah.
Fucking
He's
Jasmine
like,
Crockett.
No, it is my responsibility to go get it. Everybody, including black people. That is my
Right.
responsibility. It's not her responsibility. So you keep my name out your mouth. I was like,
Right.
okay.
So-
And Governor Crazy Legs has some things about it, but we'll have some things to say about it. We'll talk about that on Saturday.
yeah, I
listening
mean,
to it today. I finally listened to what Crazy Legs said, and I was like, that's not true at all.
I didn't even listen to it. Every time I see a Republican from Texas now talking politics, it's always about how someone doesn't eat meat or
Yeah.
implying they're gay or some shit. Like, it's so high school at this point.
Yep. So
You
it's
know?
hard to listen to. You're 100%.
Yeah, it's you get nothing out of it. You just find
100%
out that
right.
they're all just stupid and
Yeah.
dickheads.
He doesn't even eat barbecue. In the meantime, the guy's got a fucking cow rib in his hands. What?
Well,
I don't
and
eat
also,
what?
but also, even if he didn't,
Yeah, who gives a
it's
shit?
kind of like when they would say Obama's a Muslim and people would say, no, he's not. And say, wait. What if he was?
So
Like,
suppose if he
why is that automatically
So
a
who
negative
gives a
thing?
shit?
And so even that is interacting with their framing of it. Like,
Yeah.
it's who cares? He could be a vegan. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it doesn't
You know?
matter. You may not eat meat.
He could be like, I'm vegan, but I'll have some cheese every now and
Hard to
then.
pull off being
Whoa,
vegan in Texas. I'm gonna be honest.
not a real one. Not a real
to be
vegan.
honest. Listen, y'all come back Saturday.
Because then
We'll
he's
be
got to
here
do
for
that
you.
thing where he's like,
Yeah,
I've been eating meat since before his first indictment.
yeah.
You know,
yeah.
like,
I've been here eating this meat. I came out the womb eating meat.
I love meat, guys.
Yes, meat, and more meat.
Only
you
thing
what.
I love more than universal health care is brisket. Nice, juicy brisket with some bark on it. Right,
Tell you
guys?
what. Tell you,
You know what I'm
what.
talking about.
So you guys come back Saturday. Tell you what.
I'm gonna
Here for
smoke.
you.
I'm gonna smoke Ken Paxton like he was a ham.
Yeah, smoke him like he's a side of brisket and ribs.
Tell you what,
I want some smoked ribs now. Thinking about it.
love meat. Can't get enough of it.
I do like meat.
Every rally, he just got barbecue sauce smeared across his lips now. Sorry, guys, I was in the back eating some meat. Hey, how you guys doing? All right, let's go out and
How
win
are
this
you?
one for Texas. Listen, I'm gonna keep this short. Meat's getting cold. There's meat back there, piles of it.
Just big piles of meat.
I don't mean Arby's either. I'm talking about real shit, man. The real Texas meat.
So y'all come back Saturday. We'll be here for y'all. Thanks so much for joining us this Thursday. Remember, go right down there, like and subscribe, right down there.
Yeah, and
This is what we
go
do. Come
behind.
behind the paywall with us. We're back behind the paywall. There's a lot of stuff back behind there. But in the meantime, like and subscribe.
Yeah,
Right.
you don't have to smash the like button.
I want you to smash it.
You can be kind of tender with it.
I don't want you to be tender. I want you to come
you
hard.
want him to grab the like button by the back of the neck.
I want you to come hard. Bring it hard.
I think you can give it a little caress. Soft caress.
You show that like button what's what.
Blow on it first.
Thank you guys for coming in with us tonight. Thank you, chat, for joining us. We appreciate it.
It's like that scene in Do the Right Thing. He's got the ice cube. Thank God for the left nipple.
Yep.
Thank God for the right nipple. And then right after that, thank God for the subscribe button. And then he rubs it with ice. Remember?
Rub with us. We all remember, Andy. We all remember.
That part got cut out.
Rosie Perez's video temples. We don't remember the like button. We remember those.
Just saying. Some of us watch Do the Right Thing a lot.
Yeah. Beat the button up. Beat the button up. Thank you, Jimmy. That's gonna be my new thing. You gotta beat the button up. Beat the button up.
Hey, make sure you beat that button up.
Where do you see my?
Oh, see the button down there? Beat that shit up.
Beat the button up. Beat the button up. So y'all come back. We'll be here for y'all. We'll look forward to seeing y'all Saturday. Thanks so much. We appreciate y'all as always. You want to see us Saturday? Come behind the paywall. We'll be here doing these podcasts. Thank you. Listen, you guys be safe out there. Be sure to just take care of yourselves. Take care of yourselves. Somebody hit us with a good night in the chat. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Good night to you. I'm Randolph Terrence.
I'm Andy Klein.
Beat the button up. Beat the button up. 3 guys on, y'all. We are out. Oh.